Hi and welcome along to DR Sports. We are here for our big preview of the African Cup of Nations, AFCON.
Yes.
And joining me here today is Kelechi. I had to get him in on this.
Some African movement to get me. Hey!
Kelechi, I'm looking forward to this.
Me too.
I'm really looking forward to the tournament. Tournament starting on Sunday, the 9th of January, and the hosts of the tournament this year are Cameroon. The indomitable Lions.
Yes.
Right. You know, I always remember that Cameroon football kit when they had no sleeves.
Yeah. Patrick Mboma.
Yeah. And they came out with the muscles and that. Trust me, man. If you've never seen that kit, that is the greatest football kit, international football kit of all time.
Jita, what is it?
And it was guys like Roger Miller who really put a lot of the sort of African football on the map as far as people in Europe are concerned.
Yeah, of course. The World Cup 1990. You know, when they went out against England, if I start to be correct, I think the extra time.
Yeah, very unlucky they were as well. And now I think because of the amount of African players that play in the Premier League, play all over Europe, there's a lot of interest in this.
Of course.
A lot of interest in the tournament, as I said. Being hosted in Cameroon, first game on the 9th of January. We're going to be doing watch-alongs to it here on DR Sports. We're going to be following Nigeria, Ghana, various other teams. So it's going to be brilliant. Now, the tournament was originally scheduled to have been played in June, July of 2021, but they had to move it, and it's going to be running from the 9th of January till February the 6th, when the final is going to take place. 24 teams competing to be the champions of Africa. Right, and before I get into the groups, because there's out of the 24 teams, there's Group A to F. I don't know if you saw what Ian Wright, his video that he put out on his respect, brother. Yeah. Now, basically, if you guys haven't seen it, it was brilliant. It was brilliant what Ian Wright did. Right, is because there's been a lot of tendency when the African Cup of Nations on for a lot of football supporters and football clubs and managers and owners to be really moaning about their players having to go to AFCON, almost like as if to say, why are you going there for? You should be playing for your team and that. And I think a lot of the players have taken exception to it. You know, you've got guys like Mo Salah, Mane, you know, these guys, they're very proud of their country. It's the same as if, you know, any European player playing in the Euros.
Of course.
You know, you wouldn't want to stop them from going to play in the Euros. Yeah. And Ian Wright came out and, you know, he said that he felt that, you know, the media has been disrespecting the tournament. What did you make of it?
Oh, he was spot on. Everything he said resonated with us in Africa. Even Samuel Eto'o, who's now the Cameroonian FA boss, he came out and in support of everybody was saying that, man, thank you. We needed someone like him, an icon like him here to say it, for it to reverberate. And my love for him even times 100 again. He's my man and he understands it. And I keep telling people, until you're in our shoes, that's when you understand. You don't understand this thing. Yeah. So he had to explain and bring it down to their level for them to understand. So respect, Ian Wright, respect.
Yeah, respect. And what I've noticed is that ever since Ian Wright has come out and said what he said, there is a little bit more respect being put on it. Although we have seen certain clubs not wanting to release players. There was the whole thing with Watford.
And it's affecting our own players.
It's affecting
Nigeria with Napoli, Watford with Emmanuel Dennis. So it's confusing. You said they sent an email late, but you released the Kong. And now you've released Star, but you're not releasing Emmanuel Dennis. I know indeed this is your best player. Maybe you might need to survive relegation battle and all that, but he wants to represent his country. You know, and sometimes when it comes to signing players within England and moving, sometimes they have this in England. They have this. You have to have played for your national team up to some point or some number. Right. Do you understand? Yeah, so he will need it. Yeah. He will need it. You know, in case he wants to move, he will need it.
That's a great point.
Do you understand? So I don't understand this politics. Is that now Igalo? I think he plays in Saudi Arabia. He hasn't even reported to because they've not released them. You know, so we see these things. These are the subtle disrespect that we see for the tournament. And this is our homegrown African tournament. It should be respected more. Yeah. You know, I understand that these players are under contract at their various clubs. Understand the urgency for managers to want to keep them and help them with their different battles, but you have to also respect the competition.
Yeah.
You know, you have to have had contingency plans. You knew that this player at this time will go. You have to have contingency plans.
Yeah.
You know, Liverpool, look at Liverpool, they are losing 2 of their star players. Chelsea, they are losing probably the best keeper in Europe, or if not the world, you know, in Mendy, and they are not complaining. They have to make contingency plans. You know, so when I see these other clubs do these things, I don't think it's fair.
Yeah, Liverpool's contingency plans is they cancel all their games. But anyway, that's for another video. No. Liverpool fans don't get me.
I didn't say it's no.
Liverpool fans don't get me. Anyway, listen, let's have a look at some of the groups, right? Because one of the things we do know about this tournament, there's going to be some unbelievably good players on show. You just mentioned a couple of them. And when we go through, I'm going to take a look at some of those players that are going to that I think could light up this tournament. And there's always ones that come from nowhere as well. Yeah. That's always what I love about this tournament as well. But let's take a look at the groups. Group A, of course, is Cameroon, the hosts.
Yep.
Burkina Faso, Cape Verde Islands, and Ethiopia. Interesting group.
Interesting group.
Cameroon, obviously, the real favourites.
Yeah, and then Burkina Faso second, I think.
Cape Verde weren't bad, though. I remember seeing them in a couple of games.
Yeah. They gave Nigeria a tough time as well. So, they're not bad. Again, it's a tournament also for the underdogs. Yeah. So somebody, like you said, a country can spring up surprises. We lost to Burundi at the last Nations Cup. I couldn't believe it. It happened like FIB. So, anything can happen.
You do see a lot of surprises in this tournament. Going into Group B, Guinea, Malawi, Senegal, and Zimbabwe. Obviously, Senegal, the big favourites in that group. Guinea as well. They'll be up there as well, but that's a group where you'd expect Senegal to coast that group.
They can even rest some of their star players for the business end of the tournament, but I expect them to qualify.
Yeah. Group C, Comoros Islands. That's a new one to me. I'm not really familiar that much with them. Gabon, of course, Aubameyang plays for them. Ghana and Morocco. That's going to be a good group.
It's a good group. I think that Morocco obviously will qualify. It's not between Ghana and Gabon, because Gabon actually have a decent squad, and with Aubameyang, you know, he loves to play in Africa. He's always scoring.
Wait for him to get his form back, innit?
Yeah.
Group D, you've got a lot of interest in this group because there's Egypt, Guinea-Bissau, Nigeria, and Sudan. Now, you must be confident in getting out of that group.
Yeah, definitely.
Even though you're going to be coming up against Egypt, we're going to get to these teams.
We have a contingency plan for Egypt. There's no problem. There's no cause for alarm, trust me.
What's that, kidnap Salah?
Did you see the way, what's his name? What's the Chelsea defender? God, their best defender. Rudiger was marking him. Salah even posted it. He was guiding him like this.
All right. Group E. Algeria, who won the last tournament, of course. Equatorial Guinea, Ivory Coast, and my team that I'm going to be following secretly, right? Well, not secretly, but I'm going to be following them because, you know, I love their story, Sierra Leone, right? So that's going to be a good group, but you'd expect Algeria and Ivory Coast to get through that one. Big up Sierra Leone. I think first time they've made it for 27 years.
Yeah, I mean, again, when they qualify, you need to see the streets of Freetown.
Oh
my God.
Yeah, when they qualified, their team got a hero's welcome back. I mean,
that's the beauty of the game. That's the beauty of the game.
It's such a great story. If you know about Sierra Leone, a country that, you know, had years and years of civil war, a country that, you know, they had the Ebola crisis and that. And for them to qualify, the way it brought people together in that country, amazing. I'm going to love to see Sierra Leone at this tournament. And the final group is Group F, Gambia, Mali, Mauritania, and Tunisia. Tunisia always a good team. Mali was a good team as well.
Gambia, Mali.
So let's look at some of the favourites. We'll start off with Algeria, the defending champions. You know,
they broke my heart.
Quite clear favourites, I think, to retain their title.
Yeah, they broke my heart in 2019 with a last-minute free kick.
They knocked out Nigeria,
from Mare, semi-final. Last minute.
Of course, Riyad
they have a decent squad. They just won the Arab Cup. I think it was played in Qatar. So, they're one of the favourites, definitely.
They won the African Cup of Nations in 2019
and
when they beat Senegal 1-0.
Selemani.
Yep.
They have Benrahma. So they have a decent squad.
Very good squad with some very good players. You know, top their qualification group.
Easy.
You know, they're going to be one of the favourites to win it.
Yeah.
The next team that I think are definitely a team that could win it as well is Senegal. The Lions of Teranga.
They didn't got Lions.
They're definitely, you can't, I mean, they were good in the last tournament. As I said, you know, lost the final 1-0. But we know about the sort of players
they've got stability, you know. The coach, Cisse, has been there since 2015, knows the players in and out. They have star players, you know, Mane, Koulibaly, you know, Sarr, Ismail Assar, Watford.
Edward Mendy.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay, enough. Next to the next team, please. Next team. He's already scaring me. Next team.
Cameroon. The hosts.
Yeah, I mean,
not been at their greatest in recent times, but the indomitable Lions are at home. I saw a stat where they have never lost a competitive game at home.
Oh wow!
You know, so you know, they're going to be a force. You know?
Definitely.
They won the AFCON title, of course, in 2017.
Yeah,
so
nobody expected them to win it, and they won it. You know, and they won it without some of their foreign pros like Matip. I know they had issues at that time.
Matip's not there though.
Yeah, no, he's not there. No, since then I think he has retired for the national team. So they expect them to put up a good fight with the home advantage as well, home crowd. Yeah.
Then of course is Egypt. You know, some great players in there. Of course, got the best player in the world right now, as far as I'm concerned. Mo Salah. Always do well in this tournament. The Pharaohs, as they're known. It's going to be great to see them. I think loads of people, I think half of the Liverpool fans will definitely be backing them. El Neni as well.
If you tackle him anyhow, Liverpool fans, they'll be angry. Like, why you tackling him?
The Atlas Lions, Morocco.
Morocco, yes.
Again, another top team. You know, finished top of their group with 14 points from 6 matches. They're going to be a force. Another team with some great players. Yeah, Ghana.
And, just to add that Ziyech is not going because obviously
no Ziyech there. He fell out with the coach, didn't he?
So maybe
that happens a lot. I do notice that happens a lot in the African football.
No, well, it depends on. Maybe you're used to different tactics. And the coach is bringing something different. Doesn't suit you. Maybe it's not. You feel you're the best player. He's not building the team around you.
In fairness, it happens all the time.
It happens everywhere.
Ghana, the Black Stars.
Yeah, I mean, apart from Partey and then Ayew, I don't see any other person that really stands out, to be honest, in that team. I mean, solid squad. Partey shines for them a lot. Takes their set pieces, scores as well. They have other, you know, good players like the Ayew brothers. You know, so they'll pick up a decent show, but I don't know if they're going to win it. I don't think
You don't think they're going to win it?
Nah.
What about your boys, Nigeria?
Now you're talking.
Nigeria, listen, you've got great pedigree in this tournament, the Super Eagles, as you're known. But can you win it? Can you win it?
I mean,
you've won it.
You know, they've not
Last time you won it was in 2013.
Yeah, they've not released some of our star players.
No Osimhen.
Yeah, of course.
Which is going to be a big miss. Victor Osimhen of Napoli.
Of course.
He's out. As Emmanuel Dennis has been playing brilliantly for Watford, but you've still got a lot of top players.
We've still got top players. Didi is there, Iheanacho is there, you know, Chukwueze from Villarreal. So we've got a bunch of players that can, you know, do the country proud. So we're clearly one of the favourites. Again, our preparations haven't really gone to plan. We just had a new interim coach 2 weeks ago. You know,
that is quite unusual.
So and then there's a new coach that is coming on after him. So it's
but sacking your coach 2 weeks before the tournament's about to begin.
Well, it is what it is. This is sometimes
great preparation, isn't it?
But again, sometimes we profit from this kind of chaos. So we just come up and turn up. I'm telling you, don't be surprised. Nigeria, you think that it's not going well, but when they reach there, they unite, and that's what we do.
Okay. What I wanted to do now is just take a look at I've picked out 10 players in this tournament that, you know, I'm looking forward to seeing that I think could really be the stars of the tournament, right? Saïd Benrahma of Algeria, great player.
Yeah.
You know, we've seen him in the Premier League for West Ham since he's moved from Brentford. He's excellent.
Yeah, excellent player.
And I'm really looking forward to seeing him in the tournament. I think he's a player that could really light it up. Of course, Mane, Sadio Mane, Mr. Elbows, you know. But listen,
he's holding off the player.
He's a great player. Obviously, he'll be leading line up there for Senegal, and player with a lot of experience, scored a lot of goals, strong, and he's in a great team.
Yeah, he's very good.
I mean, I think look out for him. He could have a great tournament. Thomas Partey, Ghana.
Yeah.
You're saying you don't think Ghana can go all the way, but if they are to go all the way, he's going to be a very important player, isn't he?
Yeah, a very important player. Like I said, some of these players, once they are on home soil, with the home love and everything, they play very well. So, and Partey excelled during the Ghanaian, their World Cup qualifiers as well. Although he missed the last, like the South African game we were talking about earlier. But again, he's their danger man. He's their main man. Yeah.
Big time player. Frank Kessie of the
Milan.
Ivory Coast.
Yeah,
now, again, this is another player has had a great season for AC Milan. There's lots of teams in the Premier League. Tottenham, Arsenal, loads of teams. I think Manchester City was linked with him the other day. A really good quality midfield player. Looking forward to seeing him for the Ivory Coast. It's quite a few midfield players because Ndidi, Wilfred Ndidi of Nigeria.
Yeah, solid player.
A player who's been brilliant in the Premier League.
Brilliant in the Premier League.
He's still a young guy as well, isn't he?
Yeah, he's still very young. Even helped out Leicester in defense when they had this injury crisis. He was playing defense when they beat Liverpool. You know, very solid player, very dedicated to his job. I know he'll have an excellent tournament. Without him in our midfield, we look very, very light. So I'm happy to have him.
Sebastian Haller of the Ivory Coast.
The Champions League records breaker.
He's brilliant. Been brilliant in the Champions League.
And I have to big him up for, telling the reporter that he felt insulted with the question about, would you prefer to represent your country or your club? What kind of insulting question is that? So big him up for standing up, to that reporter and the press. And he's been having a very excellent season.
He's been having a brilliant season. I mean, West Ham fans will know that when, he got that move to West Ham, it didn't really work out from him. Didn't look. Sometimes he's one of these players that looks like he weren't quite interested. He's not because he weren't interested. He's just got that look about him. But since he's gone to Ajax, he's been on fire. And like you said, he's in the Champions League. He's been banging the goals in. I mean, he could be. He's in a good team. Ivory Coast. Look out for Sebastian Haller in the tournament. Andre Frank Zambu Anguissa of Cameroon. Now, I remember him when he was at Fulham. I know, very, very good player. Energy, box to box.
Surprising, Premier League team kept him.
Surprising at Napoli now. Having a really good season. If Cameroon are to do anything, I think it's going to be very important that he has a big tournament. Be playing at home, of course. So, going to be really interested to see him. Edmond Tabsoba. Now, again, this guy's quality. Plays for Burkina Faso. Solid midfielder. Solid defender. Really good. A lot of Premier League teams are interested in him. I'd actually be surprised to see him still in the Bundesliga, where he plays for Bayer Leverkusen next season. I think, looking at him.
There are a lot of, teams, Premier League teams also in the tournament, scouts, looking for.
When he plays, there'll be loads of, because teams are after defenders in particular now. I think a lot of scouts are going to be looking at him. He's a very, very good defender. Akraf Hakimi, considered by many people to be like the best wing back in the world. He's really made that position his own. His crossing's brilliant. The way he takes on players, his aggression. He is an outstanding, skillful Moroccan, of course, representing Morocco. I'm looking forward to seeing him in the tournament. He is, legitimately one of the stars of African football. And it's going to be really interesting to see him. And of course, Mo Salah of Liverpool and Egypt. Considered by many people to be the best player in the world right now. I think this season, I don't think you can doubt he's the best player in the world. His goal scoring record's phenomenal. An absolute god in Egypt.
I'm telling you.
An absolute god in African football.
I'm telling you.
A guy that I always look at and I say to myself, does not get enough respect. I speak about this a lot. When you look at his goal scoring record, and you look at what he does for Liverpool, he does it in big games. you know, sometimes you often say, right, who's the best player? And people be like, oh yeah, or they'll speak about Ronaldo's and Messi's and Lewandowski's and then they finish speaking and you go, well, what about Salah? Oh yeah. Oh, Salah, you know, he's, I think, is it because he's
I think because,
player?
I think because
do you think if he was a European player or a South American player, he'd get a bit more respect?
100%, that's what I think. But again, we cannot also remove the fact that through him, you know, Islamophobia has also reduced, you know, because of the impact of his game. So he's a quality player, but now people are beginning to realize, you know, his importance, his greatness, his achievements, and you know,
and
you just have to respect
really
that.
Cap it off if he was to lead Egypt to winning it.
Yeah, exactly. It would be like a Messi situation.
Yeah, you know this sort of thing
where
when they say
Messi won the tournament but didn't win his league or something.
And of course, Messi, you know, he led Argentina to win in
Copa America.
Yeah, so this will be
probably that's actually maybe one of the main reasons that he will be
one of the driving forces for Mo Salah. A few other players, you know, those are my 10. But a few other honourable mentions. You got Eric Bailly, of course, defender. Manchester United. All Man United fans will know him. He's with the Ivory Coast, quality player. Remember Eric Choupo-Moting?
Yeah, Bayern Munich.
Yeah, Bayern Munich. He was at PSG.
Yeah. Bro, that guy's won trophies, bro.
He was at Stoke. Man was like, who's he?
The best agent. He has the best agent in the world.
But what about it? What it is about him though? He's a big time player. He's a tall guy. He's a big guy. The
for
sort
African
of guy,
football.
Yeah, the sort of guy can turn up with a big goal. And as I said, Cameroon are playing at home. Kelechi Iheanacho.
That's my guy.
Leicester, of course, and Nigeria.
Senior man Kells.
And like you said, without no Osimhen and guys like that, he's going to be, there's going to be a lot of expectations on him. Liverpool fans will know for Guinea, Naby Keita. Again, he's going to have a key role to play. You've got Wabi Kazi of Tunisia and St Etienne. He's a quality player. Look out for him in the tournament. Andre Onana,
goalkeeper of Ajax Inter Milan now. I think he's gone to Inter Milan.
Ajax and Cameroon, of course. You know, again, Cameroon are playing at home. He's a quality goalkeeper. You know what I mean? There was a lot of talk during the summer that Arsenal were going to get him. You know, he's got a big tournament. Pepe, of course, Nicolas Pepe of Arsenal and the Ivory Coast. You got Zaha as well. You know, we all know about his qualities as well. He's also playing for the Ivory Coast. And Roman Saiss. Very good player, very good player from Wolves, also plays for Morocco. So some really, really good players to look out for in the tournament. Who, Kelechi, is going to win it?
I'll have to
First of all, you can tell me, you can do your patriotic bit and go with Nigeria. Then tell me who you really think is going to win it.
No, Nigeria. I mean, we have the competition pedigree. We've gotten to so many semi-finals and finals. Yes, the preparation doesn't look, you know, up top notch. But these are the things that unite Nigerians. I'm telling you, these guys, you go there, you be so.
You really believe Nigeria will win?
Nigeria sometimes they play like Arsenal, where you don't give them hope to win anything, they'll turn up. So mark my words, Nigeria.
All right, he's going Nigeria. I think it's between. I think I've got 3 teams that I think. Right. Algeria, who won it last time, I think they've got such a good team, right? Senegal, and I think the host Cameroon. I think because
you didn't even call Egypt. You did not call Egypt.
I've not called Egypt.
You did not call Nigeria.
I've not called Nigeria. I think. Listen, anytime you've got a team playing at their home turf in Cameroon, don't write them off.
No, I mean,
Egypt, but the team
Algeria won in Egypt last year.
Yeah. Exactly. So why you want me to give me Egypt?
No, because the best player in the world also plays there. He's a huge.
I'm going to go. This is who I'm going for. The team that I think are going to win it is Senegal. I think Senegal will win it. I think there's such a good team.
There's a huge spine there, though.
You've got a brilliant spine. They've got Koulibaly at the back. They've got Mane. They've got Salah. They're just right throughout their team. They play kind of a very physical game. They're powerful. I don't know. I just got a feeling for Senegal. But we'd love to hear from you guys. Who do you think? Do you think Egypt, maybe?
Nigeria? Do you think Nigeria? Please tell Nigeria.
Nigeria? Ghana?
In as much as they are conspiring in the European leagues not to release our players. But, my God, we are making excuses. My God, we fight for me.
Listen, here on DR Sports, make sure you check out the watch-alongs. We're going to be The first one we've got is your boys,
Egypt, yeah.
Egypt versus Nigeria. That is going to be one humdinger of a game. Can't wait for that. You know, Salah, of course, leading Egypt. As I said, I think Salah's got a point to prove.
Yeah.
You know, so and of course, Nigeria going to be a lot of expectation on Nigeria to do well. That is going to be an unbelievable game. Over here in the UK, they're showing it on Sky TV, so there's going to be a lot of coverage of it. So it's going to be brilliant. Yeah. So good that the networks are giving it.
I mean, respect
and
to them.
And of course, the final takes place on Sunday, the 6th of February, and somebody's going to lift that trophy and become the African champions. And I'm looking forward to it. So make sure you check out here on DR Sports. AFCON, we're going to be featuring, you know, all the Nigeria games, Ghana games. We're going to be doing some watch-alongs to some other games as well. So make sure you be here. It's going to be brilliant. Can't wait for it. Kelechi.
Thank you very much, man. Come on. Thank you.
All right,
wish us luck. Wish us luck.
Good luck to Nigeria.
That's how it should be. Let me bless you.
Good luck to, you're going to need it. Good luck to Nigeria. And good luck to all the teams in it. Don't forget the African Cup of Nations. Can't wait.